Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another fantastic episode of Let's Play Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. Today is the day we're going to be taking on the Elite Four. With that being said, it is a longer episode. If you are like myself, go grab yourself a couple soda pops to keep you company. Maybe grab some popcorn, some pizza, some refreshments, something along those lines. I do have, I think my refrigerator is working extra hard in the background, so you may get some noise interference from that. But definitely go grab yourself something to keep you a little bit of company here as we make our way through this episode. It's going to be a long one. There's a lot to cover. I cut out all the nitty-gritty in between. But we are going to be making our way through the Elite Four, and then starting what I would call the post-game of this series here. So, let's go. We have contestant number 1 of the Elite Four, and this guy is I believe he's the Dark-type trainer. I can't really see the screen clear as day, so those in the comments, any mistakes I make in this video, please feel free to drop them in the comments below and point out how much of an absolute moron I am. But here we go, he's sending out Mighty Enna, and this is going to be perfect. I mean, excuse me, for the Dark type exclusively, we are set up really well because the Dark type is weak to Fighting type, which we have both Jameson, and we also have Fireball, who are going to be ultra effective against them all. So we should be able to rip through this team here, no issues at all. Mighty Enna down, Absol coming out. If we can take out Absol with a one-hit KO, we can take out the rest of the team. I'm really confident in that. Absol is my favorite Dark type in this generation. But there we go, Absol's completely done. And I think that if he was going to Mega Evolve, that would be the Mega Evolve that he would do. But now Shiftry's coming out. I'm going to switch Fireball in, just because we don't need to waste all of our Fighting type moves in case we need them against some of the other gym leaders. So it's good to send out Fireball and use some Fire type moves here. Blaze Kick would be the best. It used something that's not going to allow me to hit. Yeah, I flinched. Of course I did. Blaze Kick coming through. Hopefully that's a one-hit KO. Looks like it was. Shiftry's out count. Fireball leveled up there. Good job, Fireball. Fireball wants some Sky Uppercut as well. All we have is Double Kick, so that is going to be a fantastic replacement for that move. Like, that is a devastating replacement. Yeah, anything that we go up against now is not going to be a problem. Sharpedo is actually going to come out, which is Dark Water type. Initially I was going to use Jameson, but I think I'm going to use Landshark just to sort of spread out the moves that we're using amongst the team. I have a feeling we're not going to have a hard time until we get to the champion, and then I think we're going to have an extremely difficult time. So I want to keep all of our Pokemon around the same usage level, if that makes sense, so that way they have the same moves and stuff available at the end of the series. Cacturn is coming out. I think Fireball is going to be like the clear solution here. It's another Grass and Dark type. We might as well just use the Fire type moves. I think the Fire typing is going to have some advantages towards the end here, but not many. So I think we're better off using them now. Man, it just keeps avoiding the attack. That's pretty annoying, if I'm going to be honest. And I do have a couple of... I think I at least have 1 or 2 Ethers out there if we need to replace moves, but it's pretty annoying when it... Like a situation like this, it's like, well, what are you really supposed to do about this situation, you know? Like, you're there. It's just kind of annoying to deal with. Hopefully this is a one-hit KO here. Yeah, which is what it should have been from the start of the battle. It's just BS getting to this point, but there we go. Our first Elite Four member. I'm gonna do a... That's me cheersing the table. I'm gonna do that throughout this video here. Every time we beat a member, but now we are moving on to member number 2, who, as you can see from this intro for them, is clearly the Ghost type member. I cut out a lot of like the after we beat the the gym leader themselves. They just give us like sort of like a, hey, you're a good trainer, and then we heal up and do things like that to make sure all of our team is spit and span in case we run into any extremely big issues. But I think for the most part, we're going to be in relatively good shape here as long as the series is going. Also, sidebar, I do know this is coming out probably in the middle of it, but just tonight, and I'm gonna try and backfill things, I started playing Mario vs. Donkey Kong. That series is gonna be coming out on the weekends here on Sundays. So if you're looking for something separate to watch that's not this or Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, feel free to check that out. But here we go, we got Dustops coming out. I'm gonna send out Red Stag. You know, it's funny, like, I use Psychic here, but I don't think Dustops, I don't think it's super effective against Dustops, because it really doesn't do, like, a ton of damage. And I don't really know why. And he goes for Curse, which, I mean, if we didn't kill him right away, would kind of suck. He dies from his own Curse there, and we're going to switch out eventually, so it's not a huge deal, but I mean, there's still some damage done there. Sableye, so we can't affect Sableye at all with Red Stag. At least not in a way that's meaningful. So I think Jameson is a good switch out here. Sort of has some neutral damage and is a stronger Pokemon that we can sort of lean on. I don't think I've said it enough throughout this Let's Play, but Jameson has actually turned out to be what I would call like the MVP Pokemon of this generation. I'm actually willing to say that Breloom is probably one of the best Pokemon that I've run through this gen, period. And I played through this gen more times than I wish I have, because it's not my favorite generation, but Breloom here has done an amazing job. And it's one of those things that, like, you won't forget, right? Like, any other time I play this generation, I'm going to choose a Breloom. It's definitely, even if I normally go with Mudkip, which I think is like the tried and true standard here, even if I do that moving forward, Breloom is going to be on my team. In fact, it makes more sense in that regard for Breloom to be on my team. It's such a strong grass fighting type, which in this generation is like irreplaceable. Bayonet is coming out. I'm going to try and switch Red Stag back in here. I don't really know if Red Stag's going to be effective. Like, yeah, I'm not really sure. Like, there's so many weird mixes of effects here. Like, yeah, like, I can't really tell if Psychic is still as effective against Ghost type as it once was. Like, it seems like it's not. But I can't really be sure about that. It's kind of odd. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just like, it's really weird. Because there we go, and we use a Dragon type move. We get a critical hit, but we knock it out in one hit. And it's like, well, Psychic, if it is super effective, should be doing more than enough damage to knock the Pokemon back as well. And coming into this, right, like, this was kind of the fight that I was a little bit scared about in general. Like, if there was any of them, it would be the champion, and then this fight number 2 would be like the two that I was like, oh, I don't really know what we have going for us. Because, oh, okay, that almost took us out. If we can outspeed here, oh no, we're gonna die of poison. Never mind. But yeah, like, these two battles were the only two that, like, for myself, were on the fence, where I was like, oh, I don't really know how we're gonna handle them, but I mean, we're still holding our own, which is kind of what I figured. Especially against this leader in general. Against the actual leader of the Elite Four, the champion. Might be a different ballpark. Excuse me. We might need to pull some more strings in order to make things work, but I think we can get there. Let's use Earth Power here. Is Earth Power going to be ultra effective? Something tells me it is. Nope. Not in the slightest. And it has Icy Punch, which is going to be super effective against us. Let's try Earthquake here. Let's see what damage we can actually get dealt here. Like I said, I was expecting some damage to be done in this fight and against the champion himself, but we're still not in bad shape. This is the last Pokemon that they have. Even if we could just hit with a Surf here and just knock this Pokemon out of here, we'll be fine. It's when it comes down to the champion where it really becomes a headache. If we're really struggling there on Pokemon 1 or 2, like if we're struggling on the first or second Pokemon in any Elite Four member group, we're going to be in big trouble. So to see that we made it that far and we're not struggling without a problem, I feel like we're in good shape. But here we go. We're on to number 3 of the Elite Four. So this is obviously the Ice member of the Elite Four. They've got Ice-type Pokemon. What else do you want me to say? It's the standard. I think they actually do have like a pretty good mix. In the past, it's funny, like a lot of the Ice-type have overlapped with the Water-type. So if you could defeat one, you could defeat the other because there was a mismatch. But I do believe this specific Elite Four member, some of her Pokemon are solely Ice-type, so you really have to be careful. You can't over-rely on it unless you're type in this battle. But, it's nothing that we can't handle. I mean, what are the Ice-type weak to? Fire and Fighting. Once again, Breloom shines through. It is weak to Ice due to its Grass typing, but if it can strike first, which with the Quick Claw that I gave it, it can in most cases. But, yeah, as long as it can strike first, it's going to do a hell of a job. Because that Fighting type is going to completely... I mean, Glaceon is like a solely defensive Pokemon there. Just sent out to stall for the rest of the team, and we just dealt with it in one hit. Now, I don't know... I think against Frostlass, I think Frostlass is actually Psychic. And Ice typing, so it's not going to be affected by my Fighting typing, which is going to be a disaster here. I'm gonna try Seed Bomb, we'll see what that does, but I think it'll kill me before I even hit. Yeah. So I think the best move here is to move into Fireball and to start using some Fire type moves here against it. Blaze Kick is our biggest one. I wish I was able to go and unlock Flamethrower, excuse me, before we got to this point, just for some more consistent hit damage, but Blaze Kick is pretty good too, and then we should be able to deal with the rest of the team with Sky Uppercut. If we really get into trouble, we can lean onto Land Shark, but I don't think we're gonna get there. I don't think it's ever gonna reach the point, Soda Pop Baby, where we need to lean onto Manectric, so. Feeling a bit comfortable in that. Of course, another Frostlass, another Flame Kick. Get him out of here, get him out of here. We're dealing with him. Glacy. Okay, yeah, this is just, once again, another Fighting type move, and we're good to go. That's as much as I give kudos to Mudkip in this generation for having the Water Ground type. The Fire Fighting type is really, really strong. But there we go. We beat the Elite Four member number 3, and now we're moving on to number 4, which I'm sure you can't tell here. Maybe you think it's fire or something like that, but it's actually the Dragon typing, which is notorious in Pokemon for being, right, Generation 1. Lance was the major Gym 4 member. Generation 2, I think Lance was the leader. Yeah, Yeah, Lance was it again. So Generation 3, which is, but this is a revamp of Generation 3. Drake here, I believe his name is. We're going to have another Dragon type to lead up the head of the Elite Four. Now in Gen 2, we didn't have a true champion. In Gen 1 we did, and it was blue, and we defeated them as red. And in Gen 2, we just became the champion after we beat Lance, but there'll be a champion after this, but we do still need to beat the Dragon type leader. So Alteri is here. I'm going to send out Tito. And Tito is going to have his redemption arc here. Dragon Claw is a relatively weak move, but it should be good enough to take out Alteri before Alteri can really do anything to us. And then we have some stronger Dragon type moves here on our Latias. I forget what we named her. What do we name her? I forget. Red Stag. That's what we named her. So Red Stag has some stronger Dragon type moves that can deal with some of the team, because Dragon is strong against Dragon. And then we do have the backup of Captain there, who has some Ice type moves that are also strong against the Dragon typing. So it just depends on what level we want to take this. I kind of wanted this to be a Tito victory, just because we haven't seen Tito do like a whole ton in this Let's Play. But it does look like I'm switching over to Landshark here quickly. I think that's because Skymarie's coming out. No, Kingdra. That makes even more sense, right? It has the water typing, so we're going to be super effective against water types here. Although, like, Kingdra is one of those Pokemon that, like, always makes me upset, because I wish there was a way to obtain it in the main game without having a trade. Because, like, I feel like that's the only thing holding Kingdra back. Like, as a water dragon type, it's super, super cool to have that mix-up. But because I can't, like, actively use it without trading with people, I never use it. Otherwise, I would probably have it on all my teams, honestly. It's a great typing mix, and I absolutely love the design, but I'm going back out here with Tito against another Flygon. Let's see how we do here. There we go, one hit KO against the Flygon of the enemy. And my refrigerator finally shut off there, so hopefully my audio gets a little bit better. I apologize for that in the first 15 minutes here. Everybody's leveling up, having a good time. Salamence is coming out. Okay, I'm going to try. I think we'll be able to get one Dragon type move against Salamence, and then Salamence is going to completely decimate us. Because I think we'll outspeed just being over leveled. Okay, I avoided the attack. Let's go, Tito. Look at Tito showing up today. That is impressive. I can tell you, I was not expecting that coming into this battle. And do we want to learn Dragon Pulse? Of course we do. 85% power with 100% accuracy. Please get rid of Dragon Rush right away. Or Dragon Claw. Jeez. If Dragon Pulse is going to be killer. Especially, yeah, another Flygon's coming out. Let's try out the Dragon Pulse right away. Let's give it a go. A Dragon Claw? Did I not learn Dragon Pulse? Did I just give up on it? Oh no. Latias. Red Stag learned it. That's what it is. Fair enough. Okay, let's keep going. Let's beat up this Flygon. There we go, Flygon down. Meet Drake. The champion is waiting. So this is where it actually gets difficult, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, the Elite Four in this game, it's funny because the Elite Four in Ruby were like really hard, but the Elite Four in this game were just sort of toss-ups. Some of them were challenging, but we knew we could get through all of them with where we were. the Elite Four in this game, once again, pretty easy. A little bit of challenge, but nothing too bad. But the champion. The champion's got a Pokemon that's going to throw me for a loop here. And I think we only win out of luck. By rights, I mean, you guys in the comments can drop down there. I think by rights, we should lose this battle. Solely due to one Pokemon. But I think we win. Solely due to RNG luck. I think that's all that carries us in this battle. So, you know, it's definitely a fun one. Skarmory comes out. Let's do a discharge. Can we take down Skarmory in one? That would be nice. Skarmory's got sturdy on it, because of course it fucking does. I think we're better off to go with discharge again. Not risk it. I think Skarmory... I think Steven is going to use a full restore here. Yep. As I thought. Okay. Let's use discharge again. Keep going through this cycle and let him bleed out of his full restores as much as he wants to. I don't want him using it on other Pokemon anyway, so there we go. Discharge again. One down. 5 more to go. And hate to tell you, Landshark, but you're not going to be useful unless you're going to cause paralysis to the rest of them. Aggron's coming out. Captain would be good here. Tito would be good here. I don't know what we're going. We're going to go with Tito. Okay. Yeah, I think if I can get off a quick Earthquake, that's probably going to be really effective. Maybe even a one-hit KO. So let's see if we can get that into place here. Quick Earthquake coming out. It survived it though. Metal Claw. Super effective. Okay. Just go with Earthquake again. Just in case it tries to use any restoring. There we go. Aggron's down. Okay. Good job. Everybody level up. Everybody do a good job. Clearly. Okay. This is the only Pokemon I'm sincerely worried about, because we don't really have anything super effective against Claydolly. Shit, I don't know what it's doing. Okay, let's go with Dragon Claw. Let's try to do some damage here. Okay, that was actually a good bit. Excuse me. Let's just do that again. Then we get rid of Claydolly. Damn it. Its abilities are catching up to me. I think at this point it's worth to do a full restore here on Tito. I believe that. I think it's just going to go for like a quick shot to like try and knock us out of the battle. Oh, it's going with a full fucking restore? Are you kidding me? Jesus. Okay. Shit. That sort of sucks. We don't really have anything that's really effective against Claydolly here. I just want to hit it with as much power as I physically can all at once. But it has the ground typing. And it's gonna hit me hard. So as much as I could use Sky Uppercut, it avoided the attack. It's gonna use Earth Power. It's probably gonna knock out Fireball. Okay. I mean, fair enough. Send a Red Stag. It can't really damage Red Stag, and Red Stag can kind of damage it. Let's see what Psychic does. Probably not much. Yeah, it's not going to do much to us. We're not going to do much to it, but it might be slow. It might be a good opportunity to heal up some of our team members, so I think that might be a good avenue to take it down. As long as it doesn't do anything stupid like confuse or put us to sleep, I feel like this is probably the best path. Maybe I didn't heal up team members in the same way that I should have, but I feel like this is actually like a really good strategy to sort of like just drag out the battle and get us to where we need to be. Now Claylee's done. Okay, Armadillo, or whatever you want to call this guy. He is, I think both of the next two Pokemon he's going to throw are bug and ground type. So I think using Earthquake here is probably going to be our best move set. At least for this guy, I know it is going to be, because it's a one hit. No, it's not. Holy crap. Okay, and he used X-Scissor, which is a really, really effective. Crap, okay. That knocks him out with 2 hits, though. So we're in good shape there. This next Pokemon is coming out. I'm going to try and just continue to use the Earthquake strat. I think that's probably our best bet at this moment. Oh, not the confusion, not the confusion. We only have 1 Earthquake hit. Please hit. Please hit. Oh. Jesus. Of course it didn't, and it's going to use Mega Drain. Narkido doesn't have anything that restores health. I think here, yeah, we're better off to give a full restore. Absolutely. Now, what am I doing? I think I'm actually going to give a revive to Fireball. Interesting choice. I would have went with the full restore. In retrospect here, on Tito, and then went with the revive. I mean, it still would have been an option, but why we went that direction, I don't know. Oh, the ice type here. Blizzard is going to be super effective. It might be a 1-hit KO. But still, we should have healed up as many team members as we possibly could have. Feels like a dumb decision. Especially being as it knows moves that will cause confusion. Sort of feels like a hell of a gamble. But I took it, I guess. I don't know. What can you say? There we go. Captain leveled up. Good job, Captain. But Metagross is coming out next, which I want to switch to. And I want... I mean, ideally, Fireball. But I guess I sent out Landshark. I sent out Landshark knowing that he's going to Mega Evolve, and I want to cause some sort of paralysis if I can. Which is why I sent him out here. I sent him out here to get hit, because I'm going to give the full restore to Fireball. Let him Mega Evolve, and let him hit me with whatever he wants to hit me with. And hopefully it's a physical move. And that causes paralysis. And it doesn't. And he wiped me out. Son of a bitch. Okay. Let's send a Fireball. Mega Evolve Fireball. Let's do a Blaze Kick. Deal as much damage as we can do. Right? Really all we got going for us. Okay, we both missed there, but my speed rose, so I'll take that. That was a good amount of damage. That's a 1-hit KO. That fucking sucks. Okay, we are officially screwed. I can't Mega Evolve here. But I can Dragon Pulse. I somehow outspeed and Dragon Pulse. They missed their move. They flinched. And Dragon Pulse is going to send it to the end. There we go. We beat the Elite Four. That was some RNG luck, ladies and gentlemen. That was not something I think I could ever perform again. That was like the best case scenario for what could actually happen here. And yeah, I'm as shocked as you are probably watching it. I have no idea how that even happened. It's crazy. It's crazy when a plan works out like that. But it did, you know, in this case, and I guess with that we'll just have to take it. You know, obviously I'm not disappointed. That's something that I would really hope would happen, but typically it wouldn't happen. But that being said here, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a long time since I've done an episode of this length. So I am going to cut it short here. You're going to be able to watch about 5 to 7 minutes of me playing the game without my beautiful voice over here. I hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. We'll be playing this series here, Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we'll be playing Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga on Mondays and Wednesdays, and we'll also be playing Mario vs. Donkey Kong on the Nintendo Switch on Sundays, I believe. So there are a ton of Let's Plays coming out on the channel. All of them are fantastic. I'm trying to give all of them my best. The episodes coming out on Sundays for Mario vs. Donkey Kong are a little bit longer. Not quite this length, but you know, sort of probably around 20-minute mark, and then all the other episodes are around the 10-15 minute mark, with this episode of course being the exception, which is why I'm tuning it out here a little bit early, because I do not have the mental fortitude to hang in there for 30-ish minutes of a Let's Play episode. But I hope you all have enjoyed the series. Like, sincerely, it has been a ton of fun to play this Let's Play. Normally, this is where I would call it quits and say, hey, post-game is post-game, but I did some research and found out that the post-game for this post-game is actually pretty damn rad. So I want to go and check that out, and, you know, maybe you'll get, I would say, at most 5 more episodes of this series. I'm hoping it's a little bit less than that. My plan is to finish this out at the end of the month. So, yeah. You know, after that, we'll be moving into another Pokemon Let's Play after this Let's Play here. Lego Star Wars. It's probably going to go on for a while, as much as I don't want to surpass episode number 6. I'm sure we will. And then, yeah, Mario vs. Donkey Kong. That's just something fun to do on the weekends, and once we finish that, I'm sure we'll head into something else as time allows. But we have a lot of these cute Pokemon moments. We have a cute Pokemon battle with May here. You can enjoy that without my uninterrupted voice over. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, take it easy, and we hope to see y'all here in the next one. Till then, as always, peace out, Girl Scout.